I've been a midwife for over 20 years, and of course I've been interested in helping women have easier births, less pain, less transports to the hospital, less cesarean sections. And I started to observe that even though women were open and relaxed about having birth, that there was an element of something going on deeper inside their bodies. And it turned out, I believe, to be a body balancing issue. Some muscles are too tight, that makes some muscles loose. Babies aren't in a water balloon, a sphere of water where they just end up in a position according to the mother's position. There's ligaments and muscles that make a shape to the uterus. The baby needs to accommodate that space, so maybe the baby needs to turn the head, aim the forehead, the face forward. Maybe the baby has to turn around and stick their bottom first. They're accommodating the space they're given. And women are just living in this society today. We have chairs, we have cars, we do cross our legs, we have sports, we live in gravity, so sometimes there's accidents. This changes the shape of the uterus, so the baby is trying to navigate the space they have. We can make more space for the baby by adding body balancing. We hear a lot about the mother's dilation of her cervix, and all the focus is on how far dilated is she in labor. If there's a problem or a stall in labor, well, how far dilated is she? Nobody's understanding where is the baby? Where's the baby in her pelvis? What angle is the baby's head? The baby's job is to rotate. If we can help the baby to rotate and navigate her pelvis, navigate the space she has, then we can help her labor progress. But why start in labor? Why not start in pregnancy? That's what this video is about, starting in pregnancy. Let's eliminate a lot of those complications. Let's begin the essential daily physical activities to support your birthing body to open with balance and bloom. Do these activities every day for a couple of weeks, working on the details to fit your comfort and unique preferences. Then you're ready for Sarah's yoga sequence to keep your joints and muscles moving and preparing for your most wonderful birth. You will need a non-slip surface like a yoga mat, a folded blanket, a yoga block or large book, a yoga strap or belt, a yoga bolster or large firm pillow, 2 small cushions, and a chair. Breathe deeply from your diaphragm. Stand with your feet parallel, toes pointing forward. Lift your 10 toes so you know you're not gripping. Put them down again. Feel grounded in the 4 corners of your feet. Your knees are not locked, but soft to allow circulation so you don't get dizzy or stiff. Open your hip bones away from one another. If you have to lean forward to straighten your legs, your trunk muscles are too tight. Body work will help release the tension to improve alignment. Belly rises with your inhale. Let your baby rock gently in your full breath. Exhale fully. Align hips and knees directly over your ankles. Raise your sternum without thrusting your lower ribs. Lengthen your neck to raise the back of your head higher. Tuck your chin slightly. Shoulders drop away from your ears, spreading outwards, adding room between your shoulder blades. Your belly expands with each inhale and softens with each exhale. Breathe in love for your baby. Breathe out love for your life. Daily windmills soothe the lower back. You'll need a chair. Stand with legs apart, feet parallel, toes forward. Inhale and raise your heart and arms to the sky. Lengthen your back. Exhale and bend forward at the waist. Bring palms flat on the chair in front of you. Lift your left hand over your head. Keep your hand in sight to guard you from twisting too far. Exhale back down. Inhale as you lift your right hand. Your arm rises out to your side, keeping the hand in sight by turning your head. Exhale down. Switch hands. Gaze at your left thumb as you swing your left arm, inhaling up. Exhale down. Relax your neck. Next cycle, inhale and raise your right hand up to the sky. Exhale down. Continue on for 3 more rounds. Do this with your chair until your palms reach the floor with no discomfort. Benefits are loosening muscles around the sciatic nerve and lower back to help prevent sciatica. By lengthening the oblique muscles in your mid-back, you increase pelvic flexibility to open around your baby in birth. All parts work together only as much as the part most restricted. Improving your range of motion is a gentle effort, best achieved with the breath. Move in time with your breath. During this final round, remember to keep your back straight and let your pelvis swing out, untucking your tailbone. Continue to use this chair with the next windmill demo until a block becomes comfortable for all 10 windmills. Put your hands on your thighs and curl your back upwards, reaching high for a counter stretch on the way back to a standing position. With more flexibility, you are ready to do the windmill on a block or a low stool. Place your feet wide apart on a non-slip surface. Toes point forward, parallel. Inhale. Begin with a nice stretch of the arms upward. Exhale. Arms come down. Bend at the waist. Keep your back straight and your bottom free, not tucked. Bring both hands to your block. If your legs hurt, the block is too low. Go back to the chair. Inhale and sweep your left arm up and over your head. Keep your hand in sight. Exhale. Bring your arm back down to the block. Inhale and lift your right arm. Don't lean your weight on the block. Your legs do the work. Exhale. Your arms come down in a wide arc. Inhale. Lift your left arm again. Continue for 4 more rounds at your own pace. Follow your breath. Do you notice a subtle motion in your hips? Allow that gentle stretch to the lower back. Keep using the block until your lower back keeps its curve during windmills. Windmills loosen your hamstrings and gluteus muscles off of your sciatic nerve, reducing the chance of a zinging pain from sciatica. For birth, daily windmills will have helped to free your sacrum, which helps align your lower uterus with a more balanced pelvis. The baby will have room to wiggle through during your surges. Repeat windmills 5 to 10 times every day. Final side. To finish, put your hands on your thighs. Knees are bent. Begin to curl your back upwards, each vertebrae at a time, until you are standing. Swing your arms upwards in an arc over your head, reaching up. Lengthen your back. Bring your arms down. Step your feet back together until your feet are parallel. Our next essential is forward lunges. You'll need a chair. The forward lunge lengthens your psoas and hamstrings. Stand facing the back of a chair. Bring your hips close and brace your hands on your chair. Bend your left knee and stretch your right leg behind you. Gently bend and straighten your knee giving a soft stretch. Come up and down a couple of times to warm up. Keep your hips even. Hips are parallel to the wall. Add breath awareness. Reposition during an inhale. Melt into the stretch during an exhale. It's not so much a stretch we're going for, but a lengthening of the muscle coming over the front of the leg joint. Lift the back of your head. Tuck your chin slightly. Keep your fingers light on your chair. Come back up to standing. Breathe. Switch sides. Soften your right knee and bring your left leg back. Warm up your knees and psoas with a gentle up and down motion. Your front thigh may not be 90 degrees to the floor yet. That's okay. In time, the heel of your back foot may touch the ground. It's better to remain on the ball of your back foot, stretching gently, than to force a pose. Straighten your back leg only if there's no discomfort when you straighten your knee. Comfort will vary with the day. Give your hamstrings some room to play. Come back up to standing. Breathe. Repeat with your right leg back. As your hamstrings warm up and lengthen, bend the front knee deeper. Your flexibility improves with repetition. The origin of your movement is the front groin, where your psoas drapes over your leg joint. This gentle sensation is the purpose of this exercise, not to stretch the legs. The benefit for birth is easier engagement of the baby into the pelvis. Switch sides. Your shoulders are extended away from your ears to enable movement of the occiput and spinal fluid. Practicing the lunge daily will lengthen your psoas muscles, your hamstrings, and help your pelvis open wider with more flexibility for fetal engagement. This is also good preparation for birthing a larger baby. Do 5 sets of forward lunges every day. As you come back to standing, move your ankles and even your full body. Move your chair and grab your folded blanket for kneeling lunges. Begin on all fours. Place a folded blanket under your knees. Press your hands into the mat. Bring your left foot flat near your left hand. The top of your right foot rests on the floor, toes pointing. Bring your head and hands up now. Lean diagonally, bringing your left knee over your left ankle. Rock gently. Protect your knee. Have your knee and toes in the same line. Don't let your knee go past your toes. You are lengthening muscles to give more flexibility to your pelvis. The psoas in the front and hamstrings in the back stretch forward and release back. Begin to switch sides. Bring your hands back down to the mat in front of you. Press into the mat while you bring your left foot back and your left knee back to the floor. Give a wiggle to your spine. Swing your right foot forward near your right hand. Remember to align your foot with your knee. Come upright again. Rock your right knee in a diagonal direction, keeping your shoulders square with your hips. Relax without collapsing with your exhale. Even as you relax, retain muscle integrity. Keep your buttocks relaxed. Add breath awareness to your movement. Many women find the lunge essential to support labor progress. Lunges open the pelvis in just the right place for labor stall, somewhere between 5 and 8 centimeters. As you come back to all fours, take a moment to swing your spine. Sarah's Bluma-style spinal undulations invite vitality to the spine and are a lovely way to end a floor exercise. Come onto all fours for pelvic tilts on your hands and knees. Adjust your mat so there is a thin fold to support the base of your palms. You can double your yoga mat or fold a rug for your knees. Knees are directly under your hips, back is flat, hands are directly under your shoulders, and your middle longest finger points forward. Lift your head. Inhale to expand your belly. Exhale, pull in your belly, arching your back high. Let your abdominal muscles hug your baby. Inhale, flattening your back to tabletop. Let your abdomen relax. Exhale, arch your back. Elbows point towards your hips. Aim the dip inside your elbow towards the front. Inhale to tabletop. Exhale to curl over your baby. Hug your baby close. Inhaling to face the sun. Continue at your own pace. Let your breath move with your spine. Each vertebrae curls and unfolds in rhythm to your breath. Push the palms to the mat. Press into the joints supporting your fingers, the inside of your knuckles. Gently lower your shoulder blades down towards your hips. When you inhale, always stop with a flat back. Sway back strains pregnancy-softened tendons. Pelvic tilts on all fours lubricate the spine to reduce discomfort. Pelvic tilts soothe lower backache after a long day. After 38 weeks of pregnancy, labor may start and stop again when baby is not yet engaged. Use all fours pelvic tilts with those contractions to help baby enter the pelvis. And when you're done, add a little side-to-side undulation. Now, grab your block for squats. Squatting opens the pelvis and frees your birthing muscles from the tightening effects of sitting. Use a block or low stool to squat on. Stand with your feet apart and place the block underneath you. This is a passive squat to begin to train your muscles. Lower yourself onto your block with your feet flat and wide apart. Use your legs to support your weight rather than resting completely on your block. Squatting awakens your birth stamina. Let your buttocks curve away from you. Your lower back arcs gracefully. Squatting brings strength and vitality into your pelvis and back. Start where you are now in flexibility. Work slowly toward squatting without props. Now it has been 1 minute. Listen to your legs. Breathe to them. Can they relax? If not, come up. Stand up for a full breath and squat again. As you get more flexibility and strength, work towards a 2-minute squat. Learning to breathe with your body during stretches prepares you for relaxing during the uterine exercise we call giving birth. Your lower back flares out when muscles become free. Repeat a short squatting practice 2 or 3 times a day. To get up, place your hands on the floor if it helps. Otherwise, place your hands directly on your thighs. Curl up to standing. Move your hips freely to soften the hip joint. Stretch upwards in a glorious celebration of your improving balance. Fill your lungs with a big cleansing breath, just as if you finished a lovely labor surge. Give your pelvis more mobility with seated leg stretches. For the double leg stretch, you will need a strap and folded blanket. Sit on a folded blanket on the floor. If sitting on the floor is uncomfortable, use a large, firm couch cushion or pillow. Stretch your legs open in front of you. Roll the thighs open and back, flexing both feet. Sit up straight. Inhale deeply, raising your arms and shoulders. Lean forward from the waist. Bring your hands to the floor, only as far as your hips are still happy. Be sure to settle yourself on the front of your sits bones by straightening your back. It's better for you to sit on a cushion and be able to bear your weight on the front of your sits bones than to sit directly on the floor. Lift the crown of your head to the sky, letting your chin drop. Lean forward with your back straight. Breathe into your stretch, rock to loosen, and stay slightly mobile. If you feel good in your legs, reset your feet a little wider. If your legs hurt, reset your legs a little less apart. You'll notice the second time is a little easier. Be patient with yourself. You are doing well to do your daily routine. Press the tops of your thigh bones comfortably into leg sockets of your pelvis. This relaxes your muscles. Lean forward a bit, paying attention to your posture. It's less important how far open your legs are than sitting on the front of your tuberosities or sits bones and lifting your thigh muscles. Lift your thigh muscles up towards your hips and lift your toes up in flexion. Breathe in and breathe out. Take your time with your breath. Lift your upper back and let your pelvis remain back, the opposite of tucking the tailbone. Lengthen your spine and raise the back of your head. Breathe out as you extend further. As sitting becomes hard to do, wiggle. Movement relieves tension. Remember to breathe with your movement. As you exhale, let your back come lower. As you inhale, relax your stretch slightly. Exhale, bend a little lower. Come up again. Walk your hands closer and bend your knees. Wiggle your ankles. Fold one leg by bringing your heel to center. Extend your left leg. Put the strap over the middle of your left foot, just under the ball of your foot. Take the strap ends in both hands. Inhale, and as you exhale, lean forward with a straight back. Inhale as you come up. Exhale as you come down with a straight back. Move with your breath. Lowering with the exhale. Relax a bit as you come up for the inhale. Stretch forward. Your foot is flexed. Exhaling down, letting your tailbone out behind you. Release the strap as you come up. Raise your arms over your head. Lift the muscles above your torso and come down in a twist. Your left hand goes behind you, your right hand is on your left leg. Look over your left shoulder. Your hips are forward. Take a full breath. Exhale and come back to center. Bring your left ankle back to center. Pick up your strap and bring your right leg out. Extend your right leg away from you. Put the strap on your right foot, just below or at the ball of your foot. Keep your back straight as you gently pull your strap to lower towards your right foot. Your elbows are parallel to the floor. Breathe out to come lower. Inhale to relax upwards. As you find your flexibility increasing, you can hold the strap closer to your foot. Let your strap go. Curl your back upwards as you reach over your head, lengthening upwards, and come down into a twist to the right. Left hand on your right leg, and right hand to the floor behind you, if you can. Look over your right shoulder. Your hips are square in front of you. Take a full breath. Take another breath. You're lifting your spine. You're lifting and lengthening your neck and the back of your head. Feel the flow of the stretch. Lift your shoulders up as you turn to the front. Find your center again and your balance facing forward for soles together. For soles together, add a small pillow under each knee, or you can use a rolled bath towel. You now have support from 3 cushions. Touch the soles of your feet together. Hold your feet. Inhale and lengthen your spine and lean forward as you exhale. Open your shoulders wide. Keep your back straight and press down with your exhale. Relax up with your inhale. As you warm up, you'll want to resettle your tuberosities on the front of your pillow. Stretch your fingers wide apart. Press the insides of your knuckles to the floor. Try not to round your back. It's not always easy. Let your buttocks move away from your center in the back. Walk back up to sitting. Give your spine a luscious rise. Hug your knees to reposition your legs. And sit cross-legged again. Sit towards the front of a firm couch or sturdy chair. Lift your right leg by bending your knee and place your right ankle on your left knee. Your left knee is aligned above your left ankle. Begin to lean forward. Keep your back straight and shoulders wide. Place your right hand on your right knee, gently moving your knee away from your face. Do this with no pain or torsion. Keep it gentle. Feel the stretch in your right hip. Alignment is more important than how open you can go. Guide your joints. Breathe down to them. Reinforcement is better than force. Gently put your right foot back down to change sides. Take a full breath. Now for the left hip. Put your left ankle on your right knee. Gently but firmly press your left hand to your left knee. Lean forward again with a straight back. Move your knee away from your face. This pose opens your hips for more flexibility while stabilizing your pelvis to avoid discomfort with walking or rolling over in bed. Stretching your hip muscles may relieve sciatica by relieving tension in the sacral area. Repeat daily to open your hip joints and keep your hips open. Now grab your ball for seated pelvic stabilizers. For this exercise, you need a medium-sized ball or use a pillow to squeeze between your knees and thighs. Begin seated in an upright position, sitting on the front of your sits bones. Place the ball between your knees. Feet are flat, legs bent at a 90-degree angle. Inhale with a cleansing breath to start, and squeeze the ball with your exhale. Find your rhythm and be conscious. You don't have to squeeze to your fullest strength. Your breath guides your body to work together. Inhale and relax your knees. Exhale and squeeze the ball. Now bring the ball to between your thighs. This works new muscle pairs and engages your psoas to align the two sides of your pubic bone. Exhale and engage your buttocks muscles, squeezing the ball. Inhale to relax your muscles without dropping the ball. Keep your back straight and shoulders down. Squeezing the ball stabilizes and tones abdominal muscles to avoid abdominal separating, a condition called diastasis recti. Repeat 5 to 10 daily to prevent bladder leakage. Protect the abdomen with a long psoas by walking and pelvic stability exercises like squeezing a ball between your knees and thighs. For the half bridge pose, you need a ball the size of your outstretched hand or a pillow to squeeze between your knees and thighs. Begin in constructive rest pose. Knees bent, feet flat. Settle your back by wiggling into place. If lying on your back is difficult, sit on your chair and do this same exercise. Place the ball or pillow between your knees. Inhale with a cleansing breath to start. And with your exhale, lift your sacrum off the floor as you squeeze the ball with your knees. Stay up with your next inhale. Inhale and relax the ball without dropping it. Exhale and engage your buttocks muscles, lifting your hips off the ground with your head and neck in a neutral position. Inhale, release. Exhale, rise up. Rise higher with your exhale while squeezing the ball. Come down with an inhale breath. Move the ball from between your knees to between your thighs. With the ball between your thighs, engage your buttocks with the next exhale, lifting your pubic bone as high as you can. Maintain connection with your shoulders to the ground and push the ground away with your feet and toes, continuing to lift your pelvic bone towards the sky. Belly breathe slowly 5 times, squeezing the ball between your knees with every exhale, and relaxing your knees without dropping the ball with each inhale. Bridge pose stabilizes and tones the muscles to your pelvis, allowing more balance to come to the uterine ligaments. Balance is what helps baby come into positions more ideal for childbirth. To come down, curl your back from the top until your hips rest on the floor. Set the ball down. Sarah soothes her spine with free motion as a counter stretch to the exercise. Move freely to calm your back, too. Counter-stretch the bridge pose with Happy Baby. While lying on the floor, lift both feet. Grab the insides of your feet with your hands. Curl your back and gently rock up the left side of your spine and down the right side of your spine. gently rolling and rocking up and down and side to side with the sensations of your own body to guide you. Let yourself feel vulnerable and happy. Feel the trust a baby feels playing in a sunbeam with mother watching over with a warm smile of tender love. Lengthen your trunk gently now as you return to constructive rest position. Before you come up, you're going to roll to your side. We never do stomach crunches in pregnancy. Move to the side of your mat, extend your arm and leg, and roll on to your side with your knees bent. Take a breath. Push your palms against the floor to raise your shoulders up and come into sitting. Take a breath. Give your body a chance to adjust. With hand to heart and hand to baby, integrate all that you have done today. As the baby is born, the mother is born, and the two of you work together to come to birth and parenting.